Really clear outside and don't have any clouds, at least for the lower elevations. Sun is also starting to come up, but in the meantime, it's actually a little chilly outside. We're looking at our current temperatures mostly into the 50s for Grand Junction at the moment. 51 right now with winds coming out of the east at 15 miles per hour. Also just a little bit of humidity this morning, but that of course is going to go down as well. And if you look around the rest of our region, also 40-degree temperatures, 47 in Delta, 43 in Montrose, and our higher elevations, well, some of them are actually currently into the 30s right now with 32 degrees right at freezing right now for Gunnison. We're going to heat up a little bit though because we don't have any cloud cover at all. First, with lack of cloud cover, that invites all of those cooler temperatures to stay pretty cool, and we're actually going to dip a little bit for the next hour before we start to build up again, and all those sun rays are going to beat right down into our area, and we're actually going to warm up a little bit. The reason we are allowing that sunshine to come into our region is because we had a low pressure system over the weekend that built up some thunderstorms for us, mostly into Saturday. Well, that is actually pushed off into the middle of the country, and they are looking at mostly just a line of thunderstorms right there, and that's going to keep moving off into the east later on, and possibly we could see some severe thunderstorms out into the east. But for us, we're not looking at anything at all. You see very little precipitation at all. It's all because of this high pressure system that's been coming on in. It's bringing some warm temperatures with it, and as it keeps moving, we're actually going to see just very warm conditions throughout the entire week. And even though the first day of summer looked pretty chilly and pretty stormy, well, we're finally going to start looking like summer at the moment. All of that high pressure system, that will continue to keep moving over, and as it does, it's actually going to move in a lot of warm air from the south into our side of the state, and so we're actually going to build our temperatures as the day goes on. If you look at what's going to happen, you can see we have mostly some warm temperatures down into the south. You can see it's all color coded by that orange and that red color that you see there. We'll start to see all of those warm temperatures start to move up. In fact, by the middle of the afternoon, and once I get there, you can see all of that red and that orange coming closer. So most of the eastern side of our state will be mostly very warm for today, and then eventually by the middle of the week into Wednesday, all those warm temperatures, well, they're going to be our direction, and we're looking at temperatures going back into the 90s by the middle of the week, and that's actually not going to move very far. It's going to stay with us for a while. And with all those warmer temperatures, we do look at some flood advisories as well. Believe it or not, all those river levels are actually going a little bit lower. No matter how they look, they actually are going lower. And so we have canceled most of these flood advisories, mostly for the higher elevations overnight. And so we're only going to see some flood advisories in between Glenwood Springs and Vail, basically for a little bit before those get canceled as well. As far as what's going to go on for most of our region, as far as cloud cover and temperatures go, here's a look at our futurecast. We'll start the morning out mostly into the 50s and 40s, and then by about 9 a.m. we should see temperatures get into the 60s, and by noontime 70s. We'll also start to see some clouds starting to build up over the higher elevations, and then by the middle of the afternoon our cloud cover will increase very slightly. We'll be mostly into the 80s for today, and those clouds are actually going to depart later on this weekend. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. For today, 82 degrees, 89 for tomorrow, and then we'll see 90-degree temperatures by Wednesday, 91 for Wednesday. Lots of sunshine. In fact, we're going to stay that way for most of the week, and into the weekend we will hold with those 90-degree temperatures all the way through Sunday. Montrose, high of 79 for today, 86 for tomorrow, and we will see 90s by Thursday.